It is just about here, the Rochester Airshow. 2 days of action, flyby, stunts in the sky, and the Thunderbirds coming back as the headliner again. Ron Spitzer is live at the airport with a preview with some very special guests. Hey, Ron.
Hey, yes, and our first very special guest here is Sergeant First Class Justin Drake with the Golden Knights, and I actually don't know very much about what you guys do, so I need you to teach me. What are your demonstrations like?
Absolutely. So we're the United States Army Parachute Team. The Golden Knights have been around since 1959, surprisingly, so we travel across the United States of America connecting with America's public. So we're connecting the American Army to America's public, and we do that in a fun, acrobatic ways with parachutes and in hopes to connect with the younger generation of America to influence the next war fighters.
Very cool. You were telling me a little bit about how unique this plane is. Can you tell the rest of the people why is this so unique?
So this aircraft specifically is a de Havilland Dash 8. It's usually a commercial airliner. So typically when you're skydiving or doing demonstrations, this is not a typical skydiving demonstration plane. This is actually a commercial airliner that we rip the seats out of and put cloth seats down to sit more comfortable in our parachutes and to hold all of our gear. And we're exiting at around 120 miles per hour, which is around terminal velocity.
And so logistics now, when can people see you? What are they going to see?
So you can expect to see the Golden Knights August 8th and 9th at 11:25, and you'll see a bunch of high-energy, fast-moving parachutes that can travel around 70 to 80 miles per hour. You'll see a large 1,200-square-foot American flag, and you'll actually see a jumper intentionally cut away his parachute to showcase the precision, the teamwork, and the discipline that the United States Army has to offer, and how we handle stressful situations. So he will intentionally cut away his parachute and open a better one.
I almost wish that you were down with everybody watching so you can hear the probable that's going on while that happens.
That for sure. Everybody thinks it's a mistake, but it is intentional if you come to watch the show. He is intentionally cutting away his parachute.
Oh, very cool. All of this you could see this weekend. For now, Brennan, I'm tossing it back to you at the desk.
Ron, we could hear it almost speechless. Us too. Yeah, it's just part of the show, but the precision. I've seen them at NASCAR races, different games, sporting events. They come in and they'll do that kind of pre-anthem. So that's just one tidbit of what's to come. Rochester Air Show is just about here. 2 days of action this weekend. Everything in the sky, the stunts, the flybys, the parachute teams, Thunderbirds as well, headlining this year. Ron Spitzer is live at the airport for our preview. Nice jet behind you there, Ron.
Oh, you want to talk about that jet, Brennan? The one right behind me? Well, we're here with Major William Horn, call sign Brankles. Gotta mention that. Part of the demo team here. So tell us about this aircraft.
That's right. You know, it's an incredible aircraft. It's the USMC F-35B Lightning 2 aircraft named after the legendary Lightning 1. You know, it is small price tag, $100 million. And what you're going to see at the air show this weekend, we're going to fly, you know, nearly supersonic. We'll be doing about 750 miles per hour. And then, you know, we're going to be the only act out there flying backwards as well. You know, the helicopters will do it too, but you'll see us come into a perfectly stationary hover. We'll go from about 750 miles per hour to about -10 miles per hour in about the time of about 2 minutes. So it should be a pretty cool time out there.
I'm sure it'll look great. To me, that sounds terrifying, but I'm glad you're doing all the cool stuff and I'll just be there watching. But you're actually local. What does it mean to be at an air show here at home?
That's right. It's absolutely incredible. You know, I grew up down in Victor, and my parents live still in the city. And to be able to put on a home show, you know, for my friends and family are coming out, and they haven't really seen this aspect of my life. So it's a really exciting opportunity for me to be able to give back to, you know, the people who I think helped turn me into who I am and gave me the opportunities to go do something like this.
That's so cool. Now, what is it that you think people, I guess, how should people experience this air show?
You know, well, bring some earplugs, first of all, because there's going to be some pretty loud acts out there. But, you know, get out here, in and out of the sun, enjoy some good food, watch some good flying, and it's going to be a great time.
And lastly here, why is it that you guys do these?
You know, as part of the Marine Corps, you know, we like to show off, you know, something I didn't know before I joined the Marine Corps is that you can fly fighter aircraft in the Marine Corps. You know, we have a very large aviation department. And so I wish I knew that earlier on. And it's a great opportunity to be able to fly for the Marine Corps. Everyone flies, but I got to say, I think we might do it the best.
Oh, wow, fighting words there. I think with this, we're going to have to toss it back to you guys. But I do have to ask, Brennan, we have Brankles here. What would your call sign be?
something bald eagle.
Yeah, okay.
Something like that. How about that? Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Screaming Falcon.
Yeah, there you go.
Like that.
We will take you out to the airport now. Got 2 days of action coming up. All the flybys, the stunts in the sky, the Thunderbirds back as the headliner as well. Ron Spitzer hanging out this morning, just taking us through some of the lineup. Hey, Ron.
Hey, Brandon. Yeah, looking through everything here. Now we're indoors. We get to see this beautiful aircraft. We're with Rick Volker, a performer at this show. What is it that we're going to see during your performance?
We're going to see this Marchetti aircraft made in Italy. It's a trainer for jets that was built for about 28 countries of the world. It has some rare attributes. It was not used by the U.S. military, but it can do a lot of things that you wouldn't expect other aircraft to do. Not only does it fly like a jet, but it has a propeller, but it is fully aerobatic, so you can go do stunts with it. You can legally teach a student in this plane. You can jump in it with your dog in the back seat and go 600 miles in horrible weather conditions. And then, if you're really not lucky, it could be stolen, and you might see it on CNN tomorrow in some third world country shooting rockets into anti-government forces. So it's very capable airplane, but very rare. And so I'm going to be doing some stunts with it and having a lot of fun. I've got a great smoke system, so you're going to see me from everywhere.
And are people going to be able to see this aircraft closely when they're at the show, or is it just for performance?
I believe it'll be on the sidelines behind some barriers. I mean, you'll be able to see it fairly close, probably close enough to touch, but I mean, not get in it or anything like that.
And how long have you been performing in air shows like this?
Oh, about 25 years.
And what's your favorite part about doing them? Like, why is it that you've been doing something for 25 years?
It's pure entertainment, and I love entertainment. Even if it's anonymous, it doesn't matter. I like to be the one that's up there just, maybe I'm a show-off.
Maybe I was going to say, is there some aspect where it's like I can do these really cool things and I like doing them?
Yeah, I got into springboard diving and doing flips off ski jumps, and then I saw something with a motor in it that did all the same things, and I just had to do it.
Naturally, because everybody, thinks that way. Is there anything in particular that you think people coming to this air show should, experience, or any way that they should experience it in particular?
I would just take in the full breadth of everything that's aviation in this area. I mean, they put together a really full, complete show with things that'll appeal to probably any part of your family.
I agree. Well, I'll personally be here tomorrow hoping to see this fantastic show on this incredible aircraft. For now, Brennan, I'm tossing it back to you at the desk.
Ron, thanks. He's awesome.
2 decades of some great flying.
He's like, you know what? I can do front flips, back flips off the diving board. Let's go do stunts in a plane.
Yeah,
here we go.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. I think a lot of people can relate. If you put an engine in it, it just makes things more fun.
Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.